Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back again with another celebrity reading. This time it's on KESHA and Dr. Luke. The free KESHA movement has come to a little bit of a halt. You know, we freed Britney, but we still haven't quite freed KESHA, and I feel like we're not talking about her enough anymore, and I feel like it'd be a good time to do this reading, see what's going on, maybe help bring more awareness again to this topic. So for those that don't know, there are allegations that KESHA has made against Dr. Luke for doing some despicable things, allegedly, to him. And they have not let her out of her contract for years because of this. He basically owns her. I'm pretty sure the contract that she signed is like almost like a 360 deal or something like that. It's like really intense. He like owns her. So we're going to do a reading on this and see, will she be freed? What's going on with Dr. Luke? And yeah, remember these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only. And let's get started. Okay, so Dr. Luke will be on the left. Death card reverse. Well, she's on the right. Ooh, Three of Swords, heartbreak. And the Five of Wands. Okay, so this probably isn't super shocking. I mean, her showing up as a Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak card, to me, it obviously makes sense. I mean, she's heartbroken. She's completely tired and destroyed, basically. That's the energy I would expect. Now, the Five of Wands is the confrontation and the fighting between the two of them. It's never stopped. Still there. Still seeing her need to fight. And the Death card is a death and a rebirth, which to me means that I definitely think that the way he operates has changed somewhat. The Death card, when it's reversed, is a forced sort of death and rebirth. Like, it's a forced change. And when the Death card is reversed for him, he has stipulations against him to where he's not permitted to do the things he used to do. So there are restrictions that I am seeing be put on him from Sony. That doesn't mean that he's a great person or he's not doing bad things. It just means that there are a little bit more like hassle. It's a little bit harder for him to do some of the things he used to do. So there are some form of eyes on him. Now, he wants this to be over. But for some reason, he's not letting it be over. So I don't understand how he could want it to be over and it's still not over. To me, we have to keep pulling because there's something there that's stopping him from ending it. Now, I believe there was an allegation recently that if she would have admitted that it didn't happen, then she would have been freed, and she said she wouldn't do that. I think that was an allegation that she had made, if I'm not mistaken. So perhaps there's something there. But what I can tell you is, when death is reversed, there are changes that are going to be continuously put on him, even post this. Okay, so he is painting her. So he's trying to paint her as someone that was like in love with him, like a lover scorned. That's why she's the Three of Swords, because he's trying to make it seem like she was almost like a lover scorned, like she's, I don't know why he's doing that. I don't know why he thinks that. I genuinely think that he thinks that, by the way. I genuinely think that he thinks that. Like, he thinks like she's a lover scorn. I don't know why, but he thinks that. I don't know if he's convinced himself of that. I don't know. Now, the Hangman is reversed. Oh, see what? Not letting something go. Devil card, manipulation, negativity, control, abuse. Six of Cups, the past. He really feels like this. This man is a grudge holder. So he is a grudge holder. He feels like this. And again, I do not shoot the messenger. I'm telling you what his energy is like. Okay? He feels like this didn't happen. You are taking something and spinning it, and I will not allow you to do that. That's genuinely how he feels. He's like, you made this something bigger than it was. You're manipulating the narrative. This didn't happen. He is so convinced of this and so adamant about this that he's like, it's like a grudge with the Devil card here. And the Six of Cups is reversed as well. The Nine of Wands, walk in eggshell, the Queen of Wands upright, and the Queen of Swords. There is another person that has had a similar experience that refused to speak up. There's like a hair in my mouth. I wonder if that has like relevance. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe I just got a hair in my mouth. But the Nine of Wands is reversed, the Queen of Wands upright, and the Queen of Swords. There's another person here. So Queen of Wands is about anger, but it's also about beautiful women. And the Nine of Wands, walk in eggshells, and the Queen of Swords, alienated and pushed aside. There is another person. Now, sometimes that could be an air sign. It's possible, but it doesn't have to be. I guess it also could be a fire sign as well because there's the fire energy there. But to me, it feels more like someone who should have said something, could have said something, and didn't. Yes, the Two of Cups. You could have said something, but you didn't. Why didn't you say that? And I think I think KESHA knows who this is. And I think KESHA feels like you chose money over honesty. The Ace of Cups is reversed with the Two of Cups, which means it soured their bond. It soured their camaraderie. You chose money over this. Yeah. Magician reverse, you did not speak up. The Seven of Pentacles reverse and the Five of Cups. I think that there was a couple of people that were going to speak up that backed out at the last minute and left KESHA on her own dealing with this. And I think that's why she's been stuck. It's because I think she's the only one that's been able to stand her ground and say something about him. The Seven of Pentacles being reversed and the Five of Cups tells me that people were scared, intimidated. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that these people, these women, I don't think that they didn't speak up because they didn't want to. I think they didn't speak up because the threats that were being made and the blackball in the industry was something that they could not handle. I think they were in a rock and a hard place. I understand why KESHA feels the way she feels, but I also understand why they would step back. Especially because at the time of the Free KESHA movement, people were not supportive of women's voice as much as they are now. Now, the Ten of Wands is upright, the Four of Pentacles is reversed, and the Temperance card is reversed. This isn't about money. I thought it would be about money. It's not about money. There have been multiple conversations about how much money do I need to give you for this to KESHA, and then also KESHA being like, how much money do I need to make you so you can get rid of me, like I can get out of here? Nope. Not about money. It's not about money. It's about power and control, period. It's not money. If anybody thinks it's money, I think you're delusional, and I think it's an excuse, because if it was about money, this would have been settled a long time ago. The Two of Wands is upright, the Fool is reversed, and the Nine of Swords. There's some sort of accusation of jealousy. You know when like you're like dating someone and then like they think you fuck someone else? There's some sort of like weird energy there as well. I'm wondering if he is alleging that like he had a new muse and she got jealous, if that's like his excuse, is like, oh, I have a new muse and you're jealous of the new muse. Or if it's vice versa, where he picked a new muse to make her jealous. The Two of Wands, the Fool reverse, and the Nine of Swords. Like, I want you to overthink, this could have been you. Like, I could have made you, but I made this person instead. I mean, at the end of the day, and this is what sucks about Dr. Luke, is he's extremely talented at what he does. So unfortunately, it looks like when he says things like that, it manifests. I definitely see that happening. The Star, I made a star. The King of Cups is upright, which is about him investing in someone. And the Knight of Swords, which to me is impure intentions. So it's like, I made a star to piss you off, 100%. But he can do this because even though he's done some, well, allegedly done some crazy, horrible things, he's a fucking musical genius. So he's able to create hits and he's able to create artists. The Five of Pentacles is reversed, which once again is about abusing your control and your power. The Knight of Wands is reversed, and the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is about fighting for something and going super hard for something. And then the Knight of Wands is like inability to do that. So for me, it's like, yeah, I made you again and I can continuously make you. Ooh. And do you want to know what's weird? The King of Wands is reversed, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and the Ten of Cups. He's a little more hands-off than he used to be. There's someone in his circle. So there's someone that he has in his, like, bubble. So someone he makes music with, like a producer or something, who is quite literally a mini-me. He has a mini-me, and this mini-me, King of Wands energy, could be fire sign, but it's King of Wands energy. This mini-me is way worse in terms of how they treat people. Way worse. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. This person is all business. It gives me like a manager or something. Maybe it could be a manager. It could be a manager or something like that. But this is just someone who like, I just see them as extremely cutthroat, extremely business oriented. Two of Pentacles reverse, Justice card reverse, and Queen of Cups. I see this as someone that's quick to be like, sign this document. Here's the NDA. Shut the fuck up. Like I definitely see someone who is like cut and dry. This, that. Like, and I think that's how he's been able to operate now is like this, he has this other person who kind of does a lot of the frustrating quote unquote work for him. I mean, Hierophant's upright in Judgment. I mean, at the end of the day, he makes Sony way too much money to go anywhere. I mean, we already know that. He's going to continuously make them a shit ton of money. So he ain't going nowhere. The Chariot's reverse. Sorry. He's literally not going anywhere. They can't. I don't even think Sony could afford to lose him at this point. Well, Empress is reverse, which to me, so they're trying to block her from being able to create her own shit. The Ace of Wands, the birth of something new. The Sun is happiness. So that's about Kesha getting her happiness. Do I think that she will be freed? I think at some point, yes. I do think that the energy is really loose, so it might be soon, to be honest. I do think that Eight of Cups walking away from something. However, they're leaving her with a scar. So they do not want her to be able to create her own label. They do not want her to be able to create her own music. There is some way that they're going to block her when she leaves. There's some sort of stipulation or some way they're going to kind of fuck her over when she leaves. She will be able to get past it. But Five of Swords is reverse, Eight of Cups is reverse, and the Strength card, which means you're leaving with a scar, you're leaving vulnerable, and I'm going to be petty on your way out. So I am going to screw you over in some capacity. I also think that perhaps they might take something of hers, like a song that she wrote that she really cared about, or some old stuff, and give it to a different artist, and it might become a hit. That might be something that happens. Or they might force her to write for their artists. That could be something because Kesha's an amazing songwriter, so they might force her to write for people, which she might not like. There's some sort of stipulation there because I'm going to be honest with you. I think the reason why Dr. Luke is so like cutthroat about this is because I think deep down, he actually does really, 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 really value Kesha's brain. Like there's a part of him that thinks that Kesha is incredibly talented and I did not want to lose my star. There is a part that I think that's why I'm getting to why he's holding this grudge, because he's like, we were supposed to take over the world. What are you doing? Like, you are incredibly talented. I am incredibly talented. Why did you do this? Why did you fuck that up? That's what he's thinking. And I think that's why he's holding this grudge. And I think that's why he wants power over her, because he's like, what the fuck? Like, I genuinely think that, especially because there's a part of him that still wants her in his circle. Like, I still want a part of you because your brainchild is so incredible. Like, your creativity is so incredible. There's a part of me that still wants you, which is weird. And I know that sounds bizarre, but this is how he compartmentalizes and thinks. Because you have to understand something. In his mind, he's just like, this is how the business goes. This is what it does. He's jaded by the industry. So he's not seeing it through the eyes and the lens of a normal person. He's seeing it in the eyes and lens of everybody else around me is fucking crazy. I'm not that bad. That's how he's seeing it. You become what you're around. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is upright, good luck and opportunity, Six of Wands, and Four of Cups. There is going to be someone who says something in his circle or one of his artists that he works with. They are going to say something a little shady soon, and I think it's going to be in a song. I think it might be a lyric or something. It's either going to be a soundbite or a lyric that's going to be like, you're going to have to kind of pay attention to it. I think it's a song lyric, to be honest, because you're going to have to pay attention to it because it's subtle and it's a dig at Kesha, 100%. Now, here's the funny part. This person was forced and is going to be forced, allegedly, to sing this or to say this. This is not something that they would like, and I'm not sure they're going to realize what it means until it's too late, but it's going to get slipped underneath, and they're not going to realize it, and it's going to be in one of their songs, and everyone's going to get pissed at them. The Ten of Pentacles reverse, the Queen of Pentacles reverse, and the Nine of Cups, which means that it is going to hurt their reputation a little bit. But he doesn't care. Yep, Three of Wands. He's going to talk shit about her through another person. Oh my God. The Ace of Swords is upright and the Page of Wands. Well, let me tell you something. Kesha, I see Kesha swinging back. The Ace of Swords and the Page of Wands says, okay, I'm not going to directly attack you. I'm not going to directly go for you. I'm going to create something incredibly artistic and shit all over your grave. So I definitely think that she's going to take some time and create something. I see like Praying 2.0, like a big fuck you song. Like there's a huge fuck you anthem that I feel is coming from KESHA soon, if she's allowed to release it, because the Tower is upright, the Seven of Wands reversed, and the Eight of Swords. I'm not playing nice. I'm not playing fair. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck all of you. I was a victim of my circumstances. Screw you. I'm not proving myself anymore. I don't give a fuck. And I do think this song has the potential to be fucking huge. Because the moon's upright, which means that there's a lot of secrets that people don't know. And the Seven of Swords and Three of Pentacles is about her being victorious in her career eventually. So I do think that that will happen. And I think that there's going to be a lot of self-sabotage from everyone else in his camp, because I think that she's going to have a wind, or she's going to ride the current, ride the wave. And I think people are going to be really supportive. It reminds you of like when Britney was free and everyone supported her. There's going to be a huge current. And I think a lot of the other artists are going to suffer, and it's not their fault. So hopefully we can, remember this reading when it happens, that it's not the artist's fault. They're not the ones they're basically not in control. So this is going to take a little bit. I'm probably going to have to do another part to this because I feel like I'm not getting too much. So hopefully when proceedings start to happen or she's able to be freed, I can do another reading and get a little bit more tea. So hopefully you guys love this. If you did, make sure you tip. There's a link to my PayPal down below. Follow me Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. I've been doing a lot of TikTok, so catch me on there. And until next time, bye guys.